Alright, playoffs are back. We've got Fnatic against NRG. I am so happy I'm doing these summaries because I saw so much cool stuff that I didn't realize was going on from my live stream. So really happy that I kind of just got to watch this back and saw an insane amount of cool stuff from Fnatic and some really good stuff from NRG sprinkled in there as well. So NRG using the EG comp in terms of Sova on this map, and they like to... In terms of EG, they like to heaven take a lot, especially on their pistols. And I thought this was just a really cool take. Artist is holding this, and I just thought this was really well played in terms of how they play off the reactions here. Artist showing you expect a Killjoy to be looking behind, and they just didn't expect an extra person there. Love the reaction from Fnatic, but I love just the just being a step ahead from NRG. Thought this was really good. We go into the third round. We have dismissed a round before where we saw some good mid-rounding to actually prevent NRG going into a stack, so I thought that was really good. I just wanted to highlight this. This reaction happened all the time. A main push, right? When they played retake over towards B, which is a lot, you'll see it, they just pushed down over towards A main, and a lot of times they got this kill and just kind of just suffocated their map control. I thought it was really good, and yeah, I just wanted to just put that in there so you could kind of see the push early on. This was a mad round. Look down the bottom of the screen, you see the molly. This is really important. You can take a look at the time, 15 seconds. Molly ends and they can just about get over towards the site. The problem is that Boaster has ult. They go to the back of site to plant. As soon as that goes down, yeah, there's no time to stop the plant. So a little bit slow on this one. Good util from Boaster. And yeah, maybe just a mistake. They kind of had to plant here and fight as their smokes were going off because most people are most likely to ult there. So, but yeah, time was low. Can't really blame them for that one. And they made up for it in this one. They had a very cool round to this. Alpha has his ult. Ardis has his ult. So it makes sense that Fnatic are playing retake. Either Ardis is going to use his ult here, you don't want to get stuck on site, or we can easily retake it, is what Fnatic's thinking. This right here is what I love. They get over towards the site, they get the first kill. It's really nicely done with the hero gun from Som. It does get another as well, but Ardis puts his ult down to like the furthest bit of right of underpass, which means they have to go so far back here by so much time, and they just can't retake. So I love that. They just bought a lot of time. Some did great with the hero gun, and yeah, very impressed with the decision making on that one. Another round comes in. Still just going 1-for-1 at the moment, and then what happens here? Fnatic go for a top side crunch. Perfect call, considering that 3 people are here for NRG. They kind of forced the issue by using the breach ult. Breach ult comes in, and NRG just have to fight. They're trying to meet their team over towards A, and Alpha and Leo just do so good here. Just really good. Perfect call in a perfect round. This forced NRG down to eco, and we're still going just round for round on the 7th round now. Big fan of this. You saw it in the other one. Shock Dart there was to just clear any Killjoy utility was there, not just trying to get some damage done on his teammate. And yeah, I like the Razor in these. I like the Razor some ecos. I think you can snowball pretty easy if you get a gun. This ult was a little bit unlucky, but I just wanted to highlight just how decent NRG were looking at playing together. Contact getting taken from Som. As soon as he gets that kill, everyone grouping in towards the smoke and they just overwhelm. Thought it was really nice, and they were on top of that push that I was talking about that carried ongoing and happening from A main. So reactively they pushed over towards the spawn. So I love that adaptation from NRG, just working out how Fnatic were liking to play and just taking some map control instead. This is impressive. Of course, another impressive round. Look at this turret. This is a constant setup when people are doing a 4-1 turret contact, and then once you get the contact, you just take the rope all the way out of here. Normally, what happens is when people are doing this, they will just continue with the topside crunch. But Fnatic know that everyone 4-1s, and no one really puts this turret down if they actually have more people here. So as soon as they see this turret, they all 3 of them insta-turn over towards B, just ready for this reaction of what NRG are going to do, and NRG were just not ready for it. And I've never seen this, and I just loved it. Insta-swarm site with all 3 of them. And just come out with all the kills, just all together. Thought everything was perfect here. Loved the round from them. Thought it was very, very smart, and yeah, that will work against a lot of teams for sure. This is just a little highlight of just how smart Leo is. The plant gets stopped there. Maybe he had time to plant, I'm not entirely sure. Their ult goes in, and they know reactively that they have to be over towards this point, top site, and they know reactively that they're going to use their ult. Leo decides to just go all the way around and gets them the first kill in the 3v3. Crashies has just checked top site as well, didn't see him, and yeah, just thought this was very smart from Leo. He does get the first kill, he does win in this round, and yeah, just very, very smart from him. He's very good at staying alive, very good at getting very like important kills into the round. They kind of swing the way of the round itself. So yeah, just wanted to highlight that. Thought it was really good. Just very impressed once again. Leo just never giving up his life for sure. This is a replay. So this is a normal round that EG like to do. They like to recon over towards Sands, then they'll breach ult a lot of the time to see like if the recon hits anyone. I liked this round that NRG did with it. They used so many ults here. So many ults on top of this, and just the lineup of this Sova ult on top was just perfect. He managed to just get 2 there, 1 lower and 1 at heaven. So the lineup is literally so perfect that you can get the lower and the higher, and as well you see the Bream ult going in. So love this. Managed to get them their 5th round and then gave them the money to get the 6th round as well. So I thought that was cool. Stealing a lot of EG stuff, but it makes a lot of sense seeing as this was their comp, and just adding their own little ults into it. 3v2. Artist does that. But yeah, Alpha just proving that he's one of the best at the moment. The Killjoy's really having just great lands at the moment. All the Killjoys are. They're responsible for like all the aces, I swear. And yeah, Alpha, you'll see as we move over towards Bind, Alpha's just been unbelievable. I want everyone to look at the minimap on site. This is an insane eye, like a fade eye that clears all of this. Durka realizes no one shot it so that he can get over towards site. Site is clear. So yeah, love this from them. Just thought the exec was really, really good. I just wanted to highlight just how strong this round was. And I also just wanted to talk about Boaster being 1 away from his ult and just making sure that they got the orb into this. And if they needed to, he could use his ult into it. But yeah, like the utility, like the site hit from them. Very impressed. We had some hero plays from Boaster into this round. Managing, so that's the ult that you saw that he saved earlier, right? That's the ult that I talked about, saving it for an important time, and this was an important time. He ults over towards A main and managed to get both the kills over towards site as well. So saved it into an important round. This round as well, if NRG lose it, forces them down to an eco. So yeah, very, very important, impactful ult from him. Then he gets out the op. He gets out the op. So yeah, this was something that I just wanted to just get in there. Kind of a little bit crazy. Doesn't pay off on this one, but the only reason it doesn't pay off on this one is just because of the mid-rounding from NRG. Look at the mini-map now, all 3 grouping together. He does get the first kill, so they're in a good spot, but this reaction from NRG was just, I liked it. You got to be doing something like this. 2 people here. Som did great. Som actually had a very good map, to be honest, but he just felt like he was the only kind of outlier from NRG that was really going above and beyond in my eyes. But yeah, very impressive. I liked the mid-round call here to just instant reactively push. Then we go over towards this. It's 11-7, and this is just great from Crashies. 17 seconds. He thought the shock was gonna do damage that he could kill them here. Victor manages to get a kill. It's still a 1v3. Chronicle thinks that he's okay to plant because he knows where they are, but actually the reposition from Crashies was just everything. So good ult, good util, good reposition. Maybe Chronicle should be planting safer, but yeah, Crashies did what he had to do in this one. Alpha in this, just very impactful. Like I said, the whole game, you're going to see it in Bind as well. Alpha and Chronicle just non-stop, just having these massive rounds. And this pretty much boomed them out. And yeah, I mean, once we got over towards the attack side from Fnatic, it felt relatively easy. There was a little slump here where NRG were just having some good rounds like we saw earlier with the Crashies 2v4. And obviously the instant reaction as well. But yeah, very impressive. Definitely just want to highlight Leo. Only 8 deaths. Pretty wild. Alpha having a very good game as well. And Chronicle pretty strong. And Durka did just doing his job. Just most of the first kills, first deaths for him. Yeah, very impressed. And just looking like a full unit. This is the map that I was actually... This is the map I saw so much stuff that I didn't see the first time. So we get over towards this pistol. They just shot a camera that saw 4 of them. The instant reaction normally would be just to go burst over towards A. That's what NRG are expecting. Fnatic decide to walk all the way into hookah. Once they saw the numbers, they're definitely not going to be doing a 4-1 with someone in hookah. Obviously, the person's over towards A to stall, and they just overwhelmed the site. Thought it was just a really good call with the information that they had with the camera. Yeah, very impressed with that. NRG, it's hard to expect that. The most... You just expect everyone to just burst over towards A in reaction. Alpha was just ridiculous. FNS actually won this round with a 1-on-2 as well. Very nicely done from him. But yeah, Alpha as well, just looking really strong. Big round from FNS to kind of keep his team in it. And then we had this round. Money's low for each team, right? Everyone has to eco after this. The double satchel, just a little bit too much, so the animation wasn't cancelled. And then we just saw all the ults. Harbor ult comes in, Boaster reactively Brim ults over towards spawn, so they can't push, then they can deal with the people behind. I thought that was very instantly impressive. And then we got down into this 2v3. Nade was great, and maybe just a bit of miscoms here for NRG, I'm not entirely sure. The spam was coming in for Artist, then he had to reload in the open. Durka did incredible. Very nice round from them. But yeah, big impactful round. Loved Boaster's ult into this to make sure they could actually focus over towards short. This is a cool little strat that didn't really work out, but kind of did. So you see the flash that comes in. They know reactively they like to pull this wall up. Flash goes in, so Alpha's fine. And then the flash in theory hits people that are coming out towards here. Love this strat. The flash doesn't actually hit, but Alpha still goes through. And does that somehow. So yeah, just sheer confidence, out-aiming everyone. Just, yeah, looked like an absolute demon in this one. And yeah, I don't know, you're not expecting him to do that for sure. Then we get into a weird round. NRG have just 4-person reactively pushed over towards B. They didn't see anyone, and they know that they've lost showers, most likely reacting over towards A. Victor takes the TP, and then Fnatic just decide to just go all the way back. He did TP with a dog. It wasn't just like a solo play. He TP'd with a dog, and then reactively they yeah, it just becomes a little bit of a weird round. This again, NRG low money, important round for them to win. They use Harbor ult over towards here to just get him out. So that's one ult used in an important round just to get him out. The reaction from Fnatic is really good, and Alpha just holds all the way back for 2 of them, again out aiming them. Rez comes in as well on top of this, and he's just ready to just get another one. Really safely played from him, and great frag from Chronicle with the reaction as well. It does actually go down to a bit of a close round, but Fnatic win it. So yeah, very impressive. Alpha again, above and beyond, and just the mid-rounding from Fnatic felt, just felt great. This is crazy. I'm going to show this twice. So that's a decoy, right? That's Durka being a decoy and Boaster going through. It looks pretty normal, right? We think that's pretty cool. Makes a lot of sense. Pretty normal. Look at this. The second satchel forces Boaster to the ground first, so that his aim is faster, right? Instead of him just falling normally, he gets satchel to the ground, he gets there a lot faster, his aim resets faster, while Durka's being a distraction in the air. So the double satchel actually enabled for that to happen. Not entirely sure if this is 100% on purpose, but potentially, if it is, that's a scary sign. Really cool util used here. Dog stun with a Brim ult. It's a classic. Just very nicely done. Overwhelms here to get him into sight. And yeah, just picking the right site again where there's only 2 people. Thought it was nice little combo to show off. This is a cool util, better usage as well over towards lamps. You can see a molly coming from Boaster. You can see a molly on top for Chronicle. Flash comes in as well, so he doesn't realize that he's burning. And just the util is incredible. Boaster then hits some shots on top of this. And yeah, everything from Fnatic looking pretty scary if I'm up against them. Just thought this was a nice round. And yeah, final rounds to make sure it was a 10-2 half. Very impressive once again. Feels like I'm just singing their praises. Bit of a Valorant moment coming in. Just wanted to show it off. Artist somehow hitting that. Alpha still doing his thing and making a 1v3 very doable. Got really close on that one. So yeah. And then we're almost there. We go over towards 11-4. I apologize to Artist, but I had to include this. I will kind of throw him some bail in terms of what he's trying to do. So they're locked in. There's 24 seconds on the board. Util's here. What he wants to do here is he wants to wall and then go on top of the wall to enter. So right, it's like higher, lower, so that hopefully they can overwhelm. That's the plan. Not sure what happens here. He does fall off the wall, and then he tries to smoke. He tries to slow over towards elbow, but it hits his own wall, and they just end up just looking completely lost. From the outside, it looks like a horrendous round. Alpha, of course, cleaning up, and yeah, that pretty much summed up Bind, to be honest, for me. So yeah, very nicely done. Got to shout out Alpha, got to shout out Chronicle. Crazy stats from them. Just look how little deaths there are on the board as well. So yeah, a lot of impressive stuff from Fnatic. Really scary. Didn't have to show too much as well. So going forward, that's a great sign for them. Very excited. NRG looked a little bit off. Definitely an okay start from them, but once it got into the mid-rounds, just a few mistakes, to be honest, from them. A little bit sloppy, if I'm honest, in comparison to the level that I normally expect from them. So yeah, impressive. Nicely done from Fnatic. Excited to see their next game. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you all for liking and watching some of the other videos, and I'll see you on the next one.